Maneva na say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Hi, PENDREAM TV. Memo akwa aba na ma show so be subscribe to channel no click bell no so say the news too also nsa betumi aka na ntem no watie. Eya no like no comment no share ama foforo so nsa aka na omo hu de ekoso ne de eba. Nsem be ne nsa aka epese no wo chai. Eya nche ne ete say Professor Frimpong Manson, he was under arrest. He was arrested by office of the special prosecutor. No na semi by nipa bebre akasa fa ho bebre na afi na ono ankasa edidi esi nyina aba beto dwa oni TV3 for aye interview a eno na yensa ka yeso ye pese ye no che na we de ode beto dwa na ye de brawi na semi bebre na Professor Frimpong Boateng edi eka wa interview ni me nkasa bebre na mebo na ma ye bekọ na yakotie ni o kan ha o see invite ni to office of the special prosecutor and homo catch and say he's under arrest into obey him obi amana bail no ebisa no questions for 2 hours ni nyina mu no otena ase kan ni nyina enye nsem ni nyina no kan na emom de ehia wom no ode atodwa men kasa bebre yenko na yenko tie nsem a Professor Frimpong Boateng di todwa.
Well, I was we waited at the lobby down there. That was my first time in that building. So then we got there around 10 o'clock, waited for the lawyer, my lawyer. When he came, we were taken upstairs, I think to the 7th floor or so, where the office is. And then we were ushered into a room. I was given a chair, and opposite me was the chief investigator. Next to me on my right were my lawyers, 2 of them. And then some officers from that office. So as soon as I sat down, the chief investigator came to me. I was sitting down. He put his left hand on my right shoulder and said, "Professor, you're under arrest."
He said you're under arrest?
Yes, under arrest. Why? Well, he says they are investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM, and that is the Interministerial Committee.
Which you were the chairman of?
I was the chairman of. Any specific thing I have done? No, they're just doing their investigations. But all the same, I was on arrest. I found it a little strange. But then, that was my first time in such an office. They asked me whether I was ready for the interview. And I said, well, why not? I'll answer as much as I could. So I was questioned for about 2 hours or so, maybe a little bit more. And after that, I was told that I had to be bailed before I could be released. Of course, they did not even suggest self-recognizance bail. I needed somebody to bail me. So a friend of mine was down there at the lobby. He came up and bailed me. So I left, and they went with my friend to his house to see where he was staying, so that if I absconded, maybe they will find my friend and he will then produce me to the court. Yes, this is what happened.
I see. But what was the original purpose of the invitation to the Office of Special Prosecutor?
Yeah, they said they were investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM. I found it a little bit strange. Anyway, that was the invitation.
The Special Prosecutor's invitation?
Yes, yes.
I see. And so when the tour...
That invitation came a day after I had received a suit from Mr. Gabriel Chidapun.
I see. So after Gabriel Chidapun...
I'm not saying that the two are related, yes, but just the time frame.
And what was Gabriel suing you for?
Defamation.
Defamation. So this 2-hour interrogation, the interview that you had with the investigator, did it give you an indication of exactly the corruption or corruption-related activity that...
They asked a lot of questions. I cannot go over those questions now. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. I don't know. It's a court, not a court as such, but they're doing their investigation, so I don't want to go into those details. But they went through a lot of questions, yes.
I see. And did your friend tell you, or did you have any indication of how much the bail amount was?
I heard 2 million cedis.
2 million cedis?
This is what I heard, yes.
But your friend didn't tell you exactly what?
I think, if I remember, 2 million. Yeah. I was told 1 million and then another million. I don't know, but I had the figure 2 million.
2 million. Were you charged?
No, I was not charged.
You weren't charged?
No.
I see. And so it was just on the basis of that corruption and corruption-related
investigation
that you were. And have you been invited since?
No, I've not been invited since. No, since May. No.
No follow-ups, invitations.
No,
nothing.
no.
I see. But now this is coming out. Now that you have been, you were arrested and granted bail. Why do you think this is coming up now, after this happened 16th May?
I really don't know, because when we were there were a lot of journalists at the gate. So they stopped me and wanted to interview me, but I didn't want to. I mean, when I'm not sure about things, about court things and investigations, I don't speak at all. But this afternoon, somebody called me and sent me a link that he read it from OSP online portal. I don't know whether that is true or not, but this is what I was told. As I said, it may not be true, so let's keep it that way.
I see, but was it in relation to these excavators and the matters captured in your report, the missing excavators? Did they mention anything of the sort during the
As I
interrogation?
said, they mentioned we go over a lot of topics. So,
including the missing excavators?
I will not mention any specific thing, but we went through a lot of things. But as I said, I'm not very sure whether I'm supposed to mention them or not, because records were taken and they have the records.
And did they make reference to the details in the reports that was leaked, your report?
No. We didn't go over, I don't think we went over the reports that I wrote.
I see.
No.
During that 2-hour period?
No.
There was no reference to the...
No. I don't remember. No.
Interesting. So, but I mean, over the period, I'm sure you've had time to also look back at how the interrogation. Did the OSP give you an indication that you're going to be invited again?
Well, they said if they did me, they will invite me. This is what I was told. So,
if they need you, they're going to invite you.
Yes.
Have you seen this shoot as well by Captain Koda?
I have seen it, and I've given, my lawyers are dealing with it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you've been served?
Yes. The interesting thing is that, it goes through the internet, social media for a day or two before I'm served. So I was served this afternoon.
This afternoon?
Yes.
And what exactly is he?
He said I've defamed him.
Defamation?
Defamation.
Same as W. Asare-Choda?
Yes.
So
there's a third one.
There's a third shoot as
yes.
well?
John Oforiatta Dawune, the former National Security Coordinator for the Central Region.
He was also captured in the report?
Captured in the report. Together with Kouzi, also suing for defamation.
John Oforiatta is also suing for defamation?
Yes.
You are expecting a lot more of these suits of defamation, is it not?
Yeah, I'm ready for them. Some of them will be sorry.
I see. And you still stand by the details of this report?
I don't deny the report. I wrote the report, but I have not published any report. And the report was meant for the presidency and not for public consumption.
Indeed. And that's something that you've been consistent about?
Yes.
Do you feel targeted, I mean, in all of this?
Of course, in a way. I'll be a fool not to feel that way, that the party allied, the government are serving, and so on, seem to be doing that, because if we hear, whether that is true or not, if we hear the official communication from the Jubilee House saying that the report is hearsay and what is personal opinion, and the Attorney General also saying the same thing, and so on, and you go around the nation, and the destruction and pollution are increasing, then it saddens me.
I just came from the Tiwa forest, and the evidence is quite clear there that the illegal mining is still ongoing. And when you hear these things, certainly must be of concern to you, even though you are not in the thick of things anymore.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you feel it when you are. I mean, when I go to the village and so on, and places where you could buy foodstuffs, you can't get them anymore. Places where you could get fish, it's all gone, and you have to send. I have to send plantain from here, Accra, to my people in the village.
You have to send plantain.
Yeah, yeah. When I'm going home, I have to send plantain and other things there.
But it's supposed to be the reverse. They have to bring you plantain.
But it's not happening.
I've just received a statement from the OSP. In fact, it just comes through because until now we didn't have this communication. It's just come through.
What is it?
They say that illegal mining update on 10 October 2022, the Office of Special Prosecutor published that it had commenced.
When is it dated? Is it recent?
This is, yes. So it says the OSP acknowledged the recent calls for action and investigation into the matters by the public and civil society following the publication of a report on parts of these matters authored by yourself. In fact, it was dated the 2nd of May. And so it goes on to say the OSP will take necessary action against all persons deemed culpable of corruption and corruption-related offences in the mining sector. This is.
I've not seen this.
Okay. But you intimate that they did not make reference to this said report. But then your time as a chairman of the Interministerial Committee on Legal Mining.
Yes.
That was what they.
Yeah, a lot of questions on those.
On those.
Yes.
And obviously, one of the major issues being those missing excavators, which also came up.
Well, I said I find it difficult to go into details because I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to do that. So I'll refrain from answering any question in that direction, specific questions on.
But did you seize any gold that someone can say you couldn't account for?
Please. As I said, I don't want to go into those things.
The reason is that these are some of the information that we are also scanning around. And, when these things come up, thought it twice to also bring it to your notice that this is what is also being said out there. That during the IMCIM's period, the office went through a lot of questions, but as I said, I don't think I have to answer any specific questions or tell you what we discussed in details because I'm not sure whether it is. I didn't record. They did a recording, so let me not go through this and make mistakes. So let's keep it like that. And you as you said in the earlier interview, you are ready for any questions during your period as IMCIM chair. Sure.
Because if I remember, the office was dissolved and taken over by the Office of the Chief of Staff, and a lot of gadgets went to the National Security Ministry. So I may not be up to date on certain issues or the minute details about certain things.
When the last time we spoke, I made reference to the statement made by Charles Bishu, your executive secretary, that you are also not clean, and so you should be ready to answer.
No, I don't want to go into what Charles Bishu said or not say. So let's not. He's not here, so I don't want to go into those details. Yes.
Questions have been raised about the timing of all of this, because the office was dissolved
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and all these things are happening now. I mean, and looking at the timelines, is there any element of suspicion in there about the timing of all of this for you?
I don't know what is the mind of people I wish I knew. But these are not normal times.
But you're ready for anything that comes up.
Yes. Yeah. I'm trained to solve difficult questions. Meet difficult challenges, and I've gone through a lot and done a lot for this country. And if these are the things that are bearing on our survival as a nation, let it be. If these are the problems that if going through this will provide all the answers for the problems we are facing in this country, let it be so.
You're ready to go through it all.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that if people think that Frimpong Boateng is a major problem in this country and posing questions to him and so on will solve the problems of this country, let them go ahead.